All right, and there you have it. Breakfast is ready. We have our big bowl of oatmeal, and the last ingredient you guys saw me add was some salt because I want to have a little bit more electrolytes before we go for today's training session. Good morning everyone and welcome to a Fit Vegan full day of eating. I've been meaning to film one of those for a Mexico edition. As you guys follow me on Instagram, just moved into our new place here in Tulum, Mexico. Currently it is, 4:51 in the morning. Wake up at 4:30 in the morning here, and I don't typically have breakfast until 7:30 p.m. just because what I like to do is deep work first thing in the morning, so focusing on tasks that are going to generate an impact in the business in 90 days plus. So the first thing I like to do in the morning is obviously have some water. Here in Mexico, you can't drink water from the tap, so I got this little bottle with this little machine here that you just press and it pumps out the water. So we're going to drink a full shaker of that. And you guys know I love my caffeine. I bought myself a Nespresso machine because that's the one thing that was gonna make it feel like home for me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a latte with, they have the same brand of almond milk here, but what they do have is that it's sweetened with monk fruit. Again, no glucose, no fructose, pretty freaking amazing, and only like 20 calories per cup. So what we're gonna do is, because I love sipping on a warm drink first thing in the morning, we're gonna make 2 lattes. I typically just have 2 shots in 1 cup. I'm gonna have 1 shot in each cup, then I have 2 of them to drink, and the whole thing is going to be like 30 calories for both those cups. And the reason why I am counting calories is because we're still on the Fit Vegan cutting series. I am in my 19th week of the cutting series, and we got pretty lean. We're down almost 11 pounds. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe we'll do it at the gym, but there's not much fat left there. So maybe, I gotta flip the screen. We have a big training session today, so maybe I can just show you guys there kind of what's going on, but also there was a contest associated with the cut. There was like amongst, I don't know how many people there were, probably like 300, 400 people. And I won the best fat loss transformation. So super excited for that. Yay for Fit Vegans. So now we're gonna make these lattes, get to work, and then have our breakfast. And what I'll do is I'll put a screenshot of MyFitnessPal and the macros for every single meal, so you know exactly how much of each I'm eating.
Here with the squad, everybody trying to go.
All right, here we are a few hours later. It is currently 7:09. So it's been a few hours since we've had these 2 coffees. We're about to make our pre-workout meal, which is also going to be our breakfast. So what we're gonna have is we're going to have, I believe 60 grams of rolled oats. We're gonna have some frozen berries. And then I don't have my Ergogenics protein here. We're working on getting some shipped down here. But right now I'm gonna be using the Viva Birdman strawberry flavored protein. We're gonna be doing a full scoop of that. So let's get cooking. All right, and there you have it. Breakfast is ready. We have our big bowl of oatmeal, and the last ingredient you guys saw me add was some salt because I want to have a little bit more electrolytes before we go for today's training session. Actually, interesting fact, I have a friend from Spain that flew into Tulum, and we're actually going to be doing a training session with him today. So yes, let's eat this breakfast up. We're going to keep doing a little bit more work, and then we're gonna hit the gym in about like 90-ish minutes. All right, it is currently at 8:30. We have a 30-minute walk to get to the gym. That's how I like to get my steps every single day. Walking to and from the gym, it's about like 6,000 steps. We're gonna drink a full shaker of essential amino acids. So we got vegan EAAs in here. We got 10 grams. So basically it's 10 grams of protein because it has such a high absorption rate. This is a full 10 grams of protein, and there's a little bit of green tea caffeine in there. So we're gonna drink this, go for a training session, and I will check in you guys for our post-workout meal, which I think will be some high protein pancakes. So stay tuned. All right guys, just made it back from the gym. I'm actually not gonna have time to make my protein pancakes before our group calls because we have weekly group calls with the members of the Fit Vegan Tribe to answer the question and always teach them something new. So what I'm gonna do to hold myself off, I'm gonna have a few slices of apple, and then after the call, I'm gonna make my high protein pancake recipe. So I'll be sharing with you everything that I use and the quantities that I use because I like to keep it low calorie and high volume as much as possible. So we're gonna eat this and I'll check in with you when it's pancake time. All right, we just had an amazing group call with the members of the Fit Vegan Tribe. It's really powerful to have a community that's really supportive and encouraging each other to crush their transformation. Now I'm starving, it's time to make those protein pancakes. So this is a recipe actually from the OM twins that they've shared with me, so I'm not gonna take any credit for it. There is this mix, Harina hotcakes. That's how they call pancakes here. We got hotcakes, we're gonna do 160 grams, which is a lot of carbohydrates, and I'm excited for it. We're gonna do 20 grams of strawberry protein powder because it just adds more flavor. We're gonna do some almond milk, and for our fruits and topping, we have a few strawberries left. Strawberries are a great fruit to have when you're really low in your calories and at the end of your cut because they're low in calorie, really high in volume, so you can have a lot of them. You can have like 2-3 cups of them compared to eating one full banana, right? Strawberries are gonna fill you up a little bit more. So we're going to put all the dry ingredients in the bowl and then put them on the hot pan. And basically now we wait. We're gonna cook these ones. There's still a little bit left in the bowl. We're gonna prepare our strawberries and I'll prevent the boring footage. I'll just check in with you guys once the pancakes are done. All right, and there you have it, our delicious post-workout meal. We got this huge stack of pancakes. We got ourselves a double espresso latte. And this is gonna be our delicious post-workout. Again, it's only our second meal of the day and it's currently 12:36. And obviously we have those little slice of apples before. So the macros for this whole meal, including the apple, is 35 grams of protein, 11 grams of fat, and 84 grams of carbohydrate. So I'm really excited to eat this. We still have a lot of food. I don't know if you guys can see, a lot of food left to go for the day. So we're gonna eat this up. Then we have to record a podcast that's gonna be going out next week. And I'll check in with you for meal number 3, which is actually going to be a post-workout meal because I'm gonna eat this, record the podcast, go for my cardio run, and then we're gonna have our third meal / post-workout. All right guys, just came back from my run. Absolutely drenched and sweated. It is so hot right now in Tulum. I think it was like 33 degrees, so I'm freaking boiling right now. We're gonna make our post-workout meal, which is post-run, third meal of the day. We're gonna be having 300 grams of broccoli. So we're gonna saute the broccoli with red bell pepper in there. We're gonna throw a little bit of garlic for some extra flavor. We're gonna keep the lime for the juice after. I'm gonna throw in a full block of tofu. That's how their tofu comes here in this little, tiny little box. It's like 25 grams of protein, I think, in here. I'm gonna throw in some black beans. I'm gonna throw in some jasmine rice. And I already took one of those, but basically having a vegan B12. So there's like obviously different ways to take your B12. There's some of them you can take once a week. That's the only one I found at the vegan store where I bought the majority of stuff, and I have to take one a day, which I'll be honest, I forget the majority of the time. So we're gonna prepare all of this, and actually the macros for this meal are pretty darn good. You guys are gonna be surprised for the volume of food. Actually, I'll tell you the macros once the whole meal is put together. All right, so the meal is ready. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze the lime in there. Lime just adds a nice little flavor to it without adding a whole bunch of calories. Usually I like to do 2 limes, like 2 full limes, but I'm pretty much out. That's all I had left. We're gonna add a little bit of pink Himalayan salt just to restore electrolytes that we lost during our hot run outside in the Tulum sun. And for those of you guys that know me, I love ketchup. Now I understand that there's some calories associated with ketchup. I make those fit in my calories for the day because that's how much I love ketchup. I'm willing to sacrifice whatever it is, 14 grams of carbs just to have ketchup on my dish. So I weighed this bowl out just for the fun of it, and this is a full 2 pounds, and the macros on this meal are actually pretty freaking amazing. I'm gonna grab my phone right here and tell you guys. For 2 pounds of food, it's 397 calories, 39 grams of protein, 6.7 grams of fat, 52 grams of carbs. That's the beauty of eating a whole food plant-based lifestyle, is you get to have a lot of volume for a really small amount of calories. So even after the breakfast, the pancakes, in this bowl, we're still gonna have like almost 700 calories left for the day, and it's already 4 p.m. So I'm gonna have a big dinner tonight. So I'm gonna eat this up and I'll check in with you guys for the next meal. All right, so one of the things I want to say to you guys is you don't have to be afraid of eating carbohydrates. I'm almost at 210 grams of carbs for the day, not bloated, I'm still lean. It is a process to get to that level of leanness, but the whole time I kept my carbohydrates really high, and that's what I do with all my members of the Fit Vegan Tribe, is we keep their carbohydrates high. It's extremely important. It's your body's preferred source of energy, so why remove it from your body when it needs it to do what it needs to do on a day-to-day basis, right? The analogy that I like to use is as a gas of tank. Your glycogen storage, which is refueled by eating carbohydrate, complex or simple, right? So like fruits versus sweet potatoes or oatmeal, restocks that gas tank basically in your body. So if you empty that gas tank, right, there's a weight associated with emptying that gas tank, and it can range from 5 to 15 pounds. That's why when people go keto and they remove all their carbohydrate, they're basically depleting their body from the glycogen storage, from that gas tank. That's why they lose weight really fast, because they just emptied their gas tank. What happens when they eat carbs? Your body's like, hey, this is our preferred source of energy. Let's re-put that back into the gas tank. And there's a weight associated with that. That's why most people freak out when they go keto, low carb, and then they eat more carbs and their weight goes up. They didn't put on fat, their bodies just restocked their gas tank. It's basically what it is. So what I like to do with myself, all the members in our transformation, keep the gas tank full so that the weight that you're actually losing is just fat, right? We have, like I said, 60 grams of carbs in here. We have some beans, we have some rice, we have some broccoli, we have some tofu, we have some garlic, we got a lot, we got some ketchup, we got a lot of delicious food in there. As you can see, massive bowl for 300 some calories. If you were to do this on a keto, you would have a freaking tiny plate with some avocado, and that would be the same amount of calories. So the beauty of eating high carb whole food plant-based is that you get to have a lot of volume and also a lot of vitamins and nutrients to allow your body to thrive. Just wanted to tell you guys that. I'm going to eat this delicious bowl, and I'll see you for dinner. All right, guys, welcome to the last meal of the day. We just wrapped up our calls with the members of the Fit Vegan Tribe tonight and a few other members. After that, it's the last meal. I'm excited. I'm hungry. I think it's around 7:30 p.m. right now. It's 8 o'clock. So we're having our last meal, and I'm not going to be super creative. I will be very upfront about that. So what we're having is some asparagus. We're just steaming some sweet potatoes, and we're going to keep it simple. We have some of those turkey sausages that I have to eat because I bought them a while back, froze them, unfroze them, and they're pretty much gonna go bad very soon. So we're gonna have 2 of those asparagus, sweet potatoes, a little bit of ketchup and some salt, but I'll check in with you guys once the meal is fully ready. All right, there you have it. You have the asparagus with some of the sweet potatoes, some of the sausage, a little bit of ketchup on top. We have a full cucumber with some salt. That's gonna wrap up the meal for the day. So what are the macros for this meal? It's a pretty big one actually, because the sausages have a lot of fat in them, which is the reason also why I hate them, because it had a lot of fats left. So we are looking, oh my God, what is happening? 44 grams of protein, about 19 grams of fat, and 52 grams of carbohydrate. So for the whole day, we have 174 grams of protein, which is way over because I got the sausages, 261 grams of carbs, 48 grams of fat. So basically what I did is I borrowed some of my fat to have more carbohydrates because I really wanted sweet potatoes tonight. So yeah, we're gonna eat this up. Big plate, cucumber. We're gonna call it a night because then it's time to go to bed because it is 8:13 and I typically go to bed around like 9:30, so it's not optimal for digestion to be eating that close to bedtime, but I wake up at 4:30 every single morning because I have my strict routine that I want to stick to. So what I want to say is thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more full days of eating, let me know in the comments section below. If there's any specific recipe that you'd like for me to try, again, let me know in the comment section below, and I'd love to give those a shot. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be pumping out more content on YouTube, hopefully inspiring you guys to eat a whole food plant-based diet and thrive on plants. So I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. And if you want a free gift, a free Fit Vegan gift, then head over to the link in the description. And there's going to be a little surprise for you right there. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.